Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca for the second time today. This time we're going to go over the Set 31 featured card, the Future Stars Dylan Carlson. We got a double dip today when it comes to videos and Chewie reviews because so much content came out on Thursday that I got to do videos about it. What else can I say? We got to keep up with the content. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out for the Team Affinities next week. And I want to make sure that you guys have a good review on this Dylan Carlson Future Stars card. That way you guys can make a sound decision about whether it's a guy that's worth picking up or if it's worth gambling at 7,500 stubs and maybe get this Dylan Carlson. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below what you think about the Dylan Carlson. Guys, let's get into the Chewie review of this Dylan Carlson and see what he looks like and how many Chewies he's about to earn. Another Future Stars card is out in this Headliners pack, Set 31. This time around, it's a 97 overall left fielder for the St. Louis Cardinals. Future Stars Dylan Carlson with secondary positions of first base, center field, and right field. He's a switch hitter, throws left-handed. He's diamond hitting, diamond defense. He's 6'3", 205 pounds. That's very important if you want to put him in the secondary position of first base. Now let's kind of look at what kind of prospect that Dylan Carlson is. In Baseball America, he's ranked number 10. For Major League Baseball, he's ranked number 17. For Baseball Prospectus, he's ranked number 18. He's number 1 in the Cardinals organization. His prospect rankings out of 80 are hitting is 55, running is 55, fielding is 60, power 60, his arm is 55, and his overall is 60. A 60 out of 80 for a prospect's a very good rating. We've kind of talked about how, like, if you're 65 or 70, like, you're top tier, you're pretty much guaranteed to be a superstar Major League Baseball, according to scouts. Also, something to note is I know I haven't been going over too many statistics for players that are prospects. However, it's very interesting to me to see how ready Dylan Carlson might actually be for Major League Baseball and make a nice splash for the St. Louis Cardinals this year, especially in a shortened season. I don't know if they'll use some Major League service eligibility for him this year and just leave him down in the minors. But in AA and AAA last season, he batted .292, with an on-base percentage of .372, a slugging of .542, with an OPS of .914. He had 26 home runs and 68 RBI. So he had quite a bit of pop at 26 home runs. So that was AA and AAA combined. And in only 18 games at AAA last year, he batted .361 with a .418 on-base percentage and slugged .681. He also hit 9 home runs in those games. That's kind of ridiculous. That jump from AA to AAA isn't as big as single A to AA, but that jump is still significant, and the fact that he absolutely mashed in those 18 games last year at the back end of the season shows that he could be MLB ready this year. With that being said, let's look at his attributes. 102 contact versus righty, 94 contact versus lefty, 89 power versus righty, 95 power versus lefty with 84 vision, 102 discipline, and 102 clutch. For his fielding, he has 90 fielding, 82 arm strength, 81 arm accuracy, 83 reaction with 76 speed, 54 stealing, and 51 base running aggressiveness. This Dylan Carlson's attributes are really, really nice, especially for a switch hitter. That means he's always going to have a good matchup, righty versus lefty, lefty versus righty. He's always going to have that good matchup. He has pretty good vision at 84, good contact at 102 and 94, so he's going to have a pretty big PCI. It's going to actually be pretty comparable to the Big Poppy, David Ortiz, Silver Slugger card that just came out in the 5th inning bosses. On top of very good attributes, this Dylan Carlson has a very glitchy swing. He does have an 87 overall prospects card in the game already, and that card mashes way above what his attributes are. Super glitchy swing. I'm assuming this card's going to be the same thing. If his attributes are like this and it hits above and plays outside of his attributes as in higher, this card is going to be amazing. That's something I'm going to factor into his Chewie rating whenever I give it here in a second. His fielding is very, very good, especially for a left fielder. He's not an absolute ball hawk with only 76 speed, but the 90 fielding, 83 reaction will make up for it some. He doesn't have the biggest arm, but 82 arm strength in left field is pretty amazing. Also, the fact that he's a big body, he could play first base. First base is a position of thinness in the game still. I don't think it'll be that way when these Set 3 affinities come out. However, right now, first base is still a little bit thin compared to some other positions. And I think a switch hitter at first base is pretty unique. So he's a guy you could look for to play some first base for some guys. I think he might fit there pretty well, even though he does have a decent arm and some speed. Let's look at his quirks real quick. His quirks are hitting machine, bomber, walker, soft hands, sniper, pressure cooker, and unbreakable. On this card, I really like the soft hands because I think that's going to make him a very good defensive player, especially at first base, like I just mentioned. It's going to make him more towards that Matt Olson on defense than like a David Ortiz that's just a common guy. He also has the hitting machine, bomber, and walker, which obviously you guys know those are my 3 favorite quirks for hitting. And the fact that he has them is very important to me, and I think is important for the card. Guys, being a switch hitter, being able to play all over the outfield as well as first base, which is a pretty thin position, I'm going to give this Dylan Carlson 4 Chewies. The glitchy swing, switch hitting, great all-around defense, great all-around hitting attributes. Just a very, very high-end card for the Future Stars. And I think his price is going to be reasonable. I think he's going to be in that 20,000 stubs range, and for a card of his quality at 20,000 stubs, even if he's up at 25,000 stubs, is a very good card compared to some of the other cards that are coming out. He's getting 4 Chewies, and I really think this is going to be a great card for a lot of people. If you get him, try him out. Don't necessarily just sell him on the market. I think the guys that do pull him will be very happy with the product that he produces on the virtual baseball field. That's the Chewie review on the Dylan Carlson Future Stars featured card for the Set 31 Headliner Pack. Guys, you have a great day and be safe.